welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, my name is Barbie. Today I'm gonna be bringing you into my kitchen and we are going to be cooking some blueberry muffins. These are protein packed blueberry muffins, and the best thing of all is that they are only 1 point each. So I'm gonna flip you guys around and show you step by step how I make these blueberry muffins. It's an overview of all the ingredients we're gonna be using to make these blueberry muffins. Here I combined half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 5 tablespoons of I can't believe it's not butter, and I will be melting this, 3 ripe bananas, 1 egg, 1 cup of frozen blueberries, and I like these organic wild blueberries from Trader Joe's because they're very small, but you can use any blueberries that you have, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I have 1/3 cup of granular swerve sugar replacement. I have 1.5 cups of Kodiak cakes, and that is all we're gonna need for these muffins. So now I'm gonna show you how I mix everything. Almost forgot to mention the most important ingredient, which is the cake batter extract or flavor. And this gives it a really nice flavor. It takes away kind of that, the Kodiak cakes kind of taste very like a protein pancake. So this gives it more like a muffin, you know, flavor. So I'm gonna use 1.5 teaspoons. You can use it to your taste. Sometimes I only put a teaspoon, sometimes I put 1.5 teaspoons. So I'm using 1.5 teaspoons right now. So here I have my 1.5 cups of the Kodiak mix, and I'm gonna add the salt, baking powder, and baking soda. And I'm also going to add 1/3 cup of the swerve granular sugar replacement. I'm gonna mix this. Now I'm gonna set this aside. I'm just mixing it with a fork. Now that that's combined, I'm going to mash the bananas. And these bananas are very ripe, and that's okay, because the riper the bananas, the sweeter they are. Let's see. They're very, very ripe. Rinse my hands really quick. Okay, and we're just going to mash these bananas. So now that the bananas are mashed, I'm gonna start adding all the other liquid ingredients. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna add 1 egg. And I'm also going to add the 5 tablespoons of the melted, I can't believe it's not butter, light. I'm also going to add the 1 cup of the blueberries. And I'm also going to add 1.5 teaspoons of the cake batter extract. And now that all my wet ingredients are mixed, I'm going to start adding my dry ingredients. And I'll just start mixing. And that's my oven. I had my oven preheating to 375. And I'm gonna bake this until they're done. Sometimes you can start with 350. I've baked them at 350, but I find it that they bake better at 375. But you know, all ovens are different, so you can try at 350 or 375 and just cooking some. I think I did last time. I did it for at 375 for about 18 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes. I kept checking on them so they wouldn't burn on me. So, and since it has a lot of runny ingredients like the bananas and the blueberries, it's more than the amount of dry ingredients that it has. So I like to leave them in a little longer just to make sure that, you know, they're cooked through. So now that these are mixed, I'm going to start putting them in my muffin tins. So I have my muffin tins and I'm gonna spray them with this non-stick cooking spray. And I'm going to use 1/8 of a cup measuring. I'm gonna fill it all the way over and then I'll see how many I get. And these are going to rise a bit, so I'm not too worried about filling them more than this because they do rise. Because the Kodiak cake has, you know, it rises a little bit already because I'm sure it has baking powder, and I still added a teaspoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of baking soda, so they do rise. Now, if you put more, or if you, I'm gonna tell you at the end how many muffins I get and the points exactly, because if you make them bigger and you get less muffins, that can change the points. So always double check in your app to see what the points are. But usually I get a lot of muffins and they're only 1 point each. But I'll tell you at the end how many I got. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep on filling these and I'll let you know how many I got before I put them in the oven. So here are all my muffin tins. I'm about to put them in the oven and I got 30 muffins in total. So I filled them up about halfway. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. I'm having to put them in. And I believe I can make them fit, at least 4 of them, I can make them fit at the same time on the top rack. And I'll put 1 on the bottom rack, and then I'll probably, or no, I'm just gonna bake these 4 right now. Then I'll do the other one by itself. Okay. Now I am going to set this for 18 minutes and then I'll check it at 18 minutes and we'll see how they do. And just beeped, so I am going to take these out, and I ended up adding the other one on the bottom rack, and these are done. So I'm going to transfer them over here to this cooling rack. They smell so delicious. Oh, that one looks a little brown on the edges, but that's okay. Because I've noticed with the banana muffins, they're always kind of mushy in the middle. So I'd rather them be a little overcooked than undercooked. Okay, so there they are. I'm gonna plug this into my app and see what the points. I know it's 1 point, but I want to see if it's 2 for 2 or if it jumps to 3. And what I noticed is that I can't do math because I did not get 30. I got 28. Yep, 6 times 4 is 24 and 4 is 28. I'm horrible. Okay, so I went ahead and put all the ingredients in my app because I always like to double check every time I make something. Even if I've made it before, I like to put everything or update the quantity that I get in the app to see if the points change. So this time around I got 28 muffins and the points stayed the same. So you can have 1 muffin for 1 point, 2 muffins for 2 points, or 3 muffins for 2 points. Now, if you eat 4 or more, then the points jump. I think for 4 it jumps to 3, and I didn't keep seeing how many you can eat for that, but 1 for 1, 2 for 2, or up to 3 muffins for 2 points. That is super low. Usually my husband will eat 1 muffin with his coffee in the morning, maybe 2, but usually he'll take 1. So what I will do is I will put them in a Tupperware. I have them here in a Tupperware. And I left even more than what we would use in a week, or what he would use in a week, because I know when he gets home tonight from soccer practice with the kids, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some. So this is the size. They're not like a full size, but it's a pretty good size. They are delicious. They don't taste like a protein healthy muffin, and believe me, I've tried many recipes, and some recipes have gone straight into the trash can because nobody will eat them. These are super good. They taste like a regular muffin. They're super buttery, and that cake flavor that the cake batter flavor gives it. Now that I buy it at Walmart, I haven't been able to find it in any of the other grocery stores. So if you're having a hard time finding it, check your Walmart. I know that Amazon sells it and the Walmart website sells it also. What else? So, oh, what I will do with the rest, so I'll put about a week's worth in the fridge. I don't put them all in the fridge because since they're, you know, they're freshly cooked here, they're gonna get moldy if you leave them in the fridge for too long. But a week is fine. I've had them for even more than a week and they're fine. But I will put 2 in a little snack size Ziploc bag, and I'll put these in the freezer, and then we can just take them out like that. You can put them in the microwave for about a minute or a minute and a half, and they'll defrost super easy. But yeah, let me know if you guys try it out, if you guys liked it. I also have another recipe coming soon. It's a chocolate Kodiak muffin that I also played around with and I came up with. It's not the one that just comes in the box and is chocolate flavored Kodiak mix. I actually use just a regular Kodiak mix, and I do it with unsweetened cocoa, but it's super good, and that one's even lower in points. You can have 2 for 1 point. My husband likes this one better because he's not a big fan of chocolate. Crazy, right? But I love chocolate, so I like the other one. So yeah, let me know how it goes, if you guys like it, if you guys try it out. Comment down below. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.